Can I Not Marry audio web novel Chapter 11 Golden Turtle. Uncle and Sir. On the third day after the wedding, Du Lacey returned to her bridal home with the president. In the president's car, Du Lacey felt uneasy. She thought for a very long time before turning to the president and asked, "Why don't we take a bus?" However, the president replied her with his eyes, "The president never takes the bus." Du Lacey also suggested, "Otherwise, we take the train back." The president was not happy. "Are you tired of sitting in my car?" "No. No." Du Lacey shook her head like a rattle. To be fair, the president's driving skills and his car is the best of the best. His driving was smooth and safe. She who often suffers from car motion sickness didn't feel dizzy at all. And the dignified president personally driving, it's a rare opportunity to come by. But the problem is, such a luxurious car driving in a rural district will only gather people's gossip. Du Lacey's home is an old townhouse. There are plenty of aunties who gather downstairs to gossip all day. If they saw the president's car, they will definitely ask her many questions. By then even the granny downstairs with her 1-month-old grandson will also know that she married into the rich and powerful. Wouldn't she be humiliated after the divorce? Just the thought of this, Du Lacey felt it was unsuitable to return home in the president's car. She rolled her eyes. Her mind came up with a strategy. "I can't travel in the car for long rides. I'll get carsick." Motion sickness. Lian Jun frowned. "I never heard you mention this." "That's because before the time wasn't too long. So it's okay." She felt guilty saying this statement, even though she knew it was a lie, but the president believed her. "All right." Lian Jun nodded. Du Lacey suddenly felt so excited. The president actually has some humanity. "We'll go by plane then." Greater than a certain person startled and stunned. From a city to J-Town, it takes less than 2 hours by train, if they were to travel by plane. So, Du Lacey took her first and most shortest flight of her life. They only just boarded the plane 10 minutes ago, and now they were preparing for landing. It was too embarrassing. However, more embarrassing things were yet to come. Once the plane landed, a more swagger red sport compares the president's white sports car was parked in front of them. This time Du Lacey recognized the brand, Ferrari. Sitting in the Ferrari to return to her home, not only the area's aunties, even Ma Auntie's dogs and cats surrounded them. Staring at the car there were many discussions. "Ma Auntie, quick. Come look. I've seen this car on my TV before. It cost more than $1 million. Ma Auntie B, not even. How I see it, it should be at least 10 million. Ma Auntie C, you guys are all wrong. This type of car is in the billions. Dog. Woof 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 cat. Meow. With countless onlookers' envious eyes, Du Lacey lowered her head and go out of the car. Now she extremely regretted, why didn't she wear a hat before? Right. And also a pair of sunglasses. If there was a mask, it would be better. With such thoughts, Du Lacey couldn't help but steal a glance at the president. She saw him casually get out of the car, using his hands to shut the door, and then he casually straightened the suit on his body, and calmly said to Du Lacey, who almost invisibly hangs her head, "Let's go. Which level is your home?" "Not a Ferrari, but the car is red lol." At that moment, Du Lacey suddenly understood a truth. In the president's eyes, everything is vague and insubstantial. When Du Lacey walked upstairs with Lian Jun, they bump into Zhang Auntie, who lived a level above them. She was on her way downstairs while holding her granddaughter. Upon seeing Du Lacey, Zhang Auntie rushed up. Du, you finally came back. What happened?" Du Lacey asked. "Your aunties, they have been waiting for you for 1 day. My aunties came." Du Lacey suddenly had an ominous feeling. "Not only is your aunties, also your uncles." Zhang Auntie reported an entire list of things, which made Du Lacey's heart sink, so much that she wanted to retreat and escape. "We should go back." But Lian Jun stopped her. "We're already here, you want to escape." But Du Lacey's mind instantly flashed images of them being surrounded by her aunties and uncles. It was too scary. However, Lian Jun didn't wait for her speak. He has taken the first step up the stairs. "Wait a minute. Zhang auntie stopped them, and then placed her granddaughter before the president. President, can you hold our Nini? The president was speechless. The little girl had reached out her hands and Milky said, Tortoise uncle hug hug. Uncle Tortoise. Du Lacey felt uncomfortable and embarrassed. Zhang auntie busily smiled and said, little kids are ignorant, don't be offended. And then she stared at her granddaughter, what tortoise? It's Golden Turtle. Too. The little girl was startled before she started to laugh and cheerfully extending her hands out, Golden Turtle uncle hug hug. Du Lacey. Du Lacey originally thought that the president will be angry. Unexpectedly he only hesitated for a moment, before he actually reaching out to take Nini off Zhang auntie's hands. Once the president carried her, the little girl was happy. She clapped and began to shout, Golden Turtle, Golden Turtle. In the future Nini also wants to fish for a golden turtle. Du Lacey was really dumbfounded. Zhang auntie, young children has to be educated. After an arduous journey, Du Lacey finally made it upstairs with her golden turtle. They didn't even have the chance to ring the doorbell, when the door opened. Then, not surprisingly, a group of her aunties surrounded and trapped the president. President, I heard that this year the Lian Enterprise stock will be very good. Is it really true? Can I buy it? Third auntie asked first. Lian Jun nodded. Yes, you be rest assured and buy them. Great. Very good. I need to buy a little more than. Third auntie was very contented and went off to call her husband. Second auntie didn't idle either. Lian President, I heard the Lian Enterprise just launched a cheap family insurance which is quite a good deal. Is it true? I'm planning to buy one each for my family members. Yes. You can directly contact our company's manager. Say that I recommended you. Really? Thank you so much. Second auntie was full of joy and went to buy her insurances. Grandson-in-law, your Lian Enterprise Real Estate just released new property. Can there a slight discount in the prices? Fourth great uncle was who ready to buy a house for his son came up and asked. No problem. The price can be negotiated. I'll let my assistant contact you directly. That's great. Fourth great uncle stroked his beard and joyfully delivered the great news to his son. Once fourth great uncle left, third sister-in-law scrape up. Lian President, that insurance you just mentioned. So, according to Lacey's rough statistics, that afternoon, the president has sold 2 houses, a dozen copies of insurance, some stocks, even her stingy second uncle applied for an Lian Enterprises commercial bank credit card for his entire family. On the side, Du Lacey's eyes were full of admiration for the president's business mind. He even can make so many business transactions using the back door. Very good. Very strong. But the thing that made Du Lacey the most surprised was that she didn't expect the Lian Enterprise to develop further in other fields. No wonder before downstairs Nini wanted the Golden Turtle president to carry her. What kind of golden turtle is the president? He is simply the real South Africa turtle.